5 seconds to go. Start. Friends, today another important beginning is being made through School Quality Assessment and Assurance Framework, that is SQAAF. Till now, there was no common scientific framework for education for our schools in the country. Without a common framework, it was difficult to adopt standards for all aspects of education, such as curriculum, pedagogy, assessment, infrastructure, inclusive practices, and governance process, etc. Due to this, school students in different parts of the country had to face inequality in education. But SQAAF will now work to bridge this gap. Its biggest feature is that the states will also have the flexibility to make changes in this framework according to their needs. Schools will also be able to make their own assessments based on this. Schools can also be encouraged for a transformational change. Friends, National Digital Educational Architecture, that is NDEAR, is also going to play an important role in making it modern by eliminating inequality in education. Just as the UPI interface has revolutionized the banking sector, NDEAR will act as a super connect between all academic activities. NDEAR will facilitate transfer from one school to another or admission in higher education, multiple entry exit system, academic credit bank, or maintaining the records of the skills of the students. All these transformations will also become the face of our new age education and will also end discrimination in quality education. Friends, all of you are aware that education should not only be inclusive but should also be equitable for the progress of any country. Therefore, the country is making technology like talking books and audiobooks a part of education. A 10,000 word Indian Sign Language Dictionary based on Universal Design of Learning UDL has also been developed. From Bihu in Assam to Bharatnatyam, sign language has been a part of our art and culture for centuries. Now, for the first time, the country is making sign language a part of the curriculum as a subject so that innocent children who need it the most are not left behind. This technology will also create a new world for the Divyang youth. Similarly, the Foundational Literacy and Numeracy mission has been launched for children in the age group of 3 to 8 years in the Nipun Bharat Abhiyan. Necessary steps will be taken so that all children should get compulsory preschool education from the age of 3 years. We have to take all these efforts a long way, and the role of all of you, especially our teacher friends, is very important in this. Friends, it is said in our scriptures, that is, there is no analogy of a guru, no match to him in the entire universe. No one else can do what a guru can do. Whatever efforts the country is making towards education for its youths, its reins are in the hands of the teachers. Our teachers also have to learn about new systems and techniques in this rapidly changing era. A bit of this training program from Nishtha training programs has just been presented to you. Through this Nishtha training program, the country is preparing its teachers for these changes. Nishtha 3.0 is now the next step in this direction, and I consider it a very important step. When our teachers are acquainted with new methods like competency based teaching, art integration, high order thinking, and creative and critical thinking, they will be able to mold the youth easily for the future. Friends, Indian teachers not only have the ability to meet any global standard, but they also have their own special asset. Indian culture within them is this special asset. I want to share my two experiences with you. When I went to Bhutan for the first time as Prime Minister, everybody from the royal family to those in the government system used to proudly claim that earlier almost all the teachers used to come here from India and teach people by visiting the far flung areas on foot. There used to be a sparkle in the eyes of the royal family of Bhutan or the rulers at the mention of Indian teachers. They felt very proud. Similarly, when I went to Saudi Arabia and was probably talking to the king of Saudi Arabia, he also proudly said that he was taught by an Indian teacher. You see the sentiment towards teachers no matter what position a person holds. Friends, our teachers do not consider their work as a mere profession. For them, teaching is compassion, a sacred and moral duty. Therefore, there is not a professional relationship between the teacher and the children here, but a family relationship. And this relationship continues for the entire life. As a result, the teachers of India leave a different mark wherever they go in the world. Because of this, there are immense possibilities in the world for the youth of India. We have to prepare ourselves according to the modern education ecosystem and also convert these possibilities into opportunities. For this, we have to keep innovating continuously. We have to continuously redefine and redesign the teaching learning process. The spirit that you have shown so far needs to be taken to newer heights and given a new fillip. I have been told that on this occasion of Shikshak Pav, Vishwakarma Jayanti is celebrated in our country from today till 17th September. These Vishwakarmas are the creators who are conducting workshops, seminars on different topics from 7th to 17th of September. This in itself is a commendable effort. When so many teachers, experts, and policy makers from across the country brainstorm together, then the importance of this elixir in the Amrit Mahotsav of independence becomes even greater. Your collective brainstorming will also go a long way in successfully implementing the national education policy. I would like you to make efforts in the same way at the local level in your cities and villages. I am sure that Sabka Prayas will give new impetus to the country's resolve in this direction. Together, we will achieve the goals that the country had set in the Amrit Mahotsav. With these best wishes, many thanks to all of you and very best wishes. Stop.